8 months ago I made a video about why nobody played Seer. Actually insane that I've been making Apex content for this long. But in this video I outlined why Seer's pick rate was so low and what could be the reason as to why he wasn't getting played as much, because there was no doubt in my mind that Seer was a very strong recon legend, even stronger than Bloodhound in my opinion. But at the time I think he was just introduced into Apex and the player base didn't have enough time to figure out how to use him. But now 8 months later his pick rate has gone up. Not in the overall tier list, but in very specific ranks, from Diamond up to Pred. In Diamond, his pick rate is 2.9, where he sits at 9th. In Masters/Predator, it's 3.5, where he sits at 7th. In any game mode tab, he sits at 14th place. This includes overall pick rates from Rookie up to Predator and also Pubs. So the higher ranked players are now playing him. Why are the higher ranked players now playing him? That's what I'm here to explain to you today and try to give a bit of insight on why more people are playing him. The gameplay you're watching is from the current #1 Predator, HisWattson. I'll leave a link to their YouTube channel and all their socials down below in the video description. Preds play him for one and only one reason, and it's his main strength, and that's the amount of information you can collect with his kit and also open up opportunities for your team to push in on an enemy. Seer is a walking UAV. Unlike Bloodhound, you don't have to wait for your scan to find out if there's anyone in your area or rotting in a choke point. His passive gives you free scans with his heartbeat sensor and his ability to pick up on enemy heartbeats so that you can notify your teammate on the enemies in the area. This provides real-time information and actively as well, unlike Bloodhound, who has to scan to collect their information, which is their tactical ability, or Crypto, who has to use his drone to collect information and has some downtime, since that he has to control his drone at specific times when he needs to. Seer doesn't need his tactical to relay information to his teammates. Speaking of his scans allow you to open up a team to wipe them out. But why does his scans do this? Because his interrupts are a vital part of his scan, more important than the actual scan itself, I know. His ability to interrupt heals, revives, and legend abilities are huge. It might not be as long as Revenant's interrupt to abilities, but Seer's interrupt allows you to provide, even for a brief moment, an opening for your team to push. You could have an enemy at one shot and they get away and trying to pop a shield back. You could use your tactical to interrupt that and you have a free push on that enemy. Or if they're trying to revive their teammates, you can use your tactical to cancel the revive and allow your teammates to push in on that team. This is why I say that the interrupts on Seer's scan is more important than the information you get from the scan. His ultimate is really underrated and good for engaging in fights, since that it allows for you to know where all enemies are in the vicinity of where the heart chamber is thrown. This ultimate is good simply for the fact that for almost every engagement you get in, you will have the ultimate ready to use to gather information. But there's a reason why he isn't played in low elo games and even in casual matches, and that's because he's hard to use. In my Why Nobody Plays video about Seer, I said the main reason why they don't play him was because of the nerfs he received when he was launched, and how easily available his ultimate was. But as the months passed and more players discovered how to play Seer more effectively, I saw that it was just that most players find him hard to use. Seer isn't as brain dead with his scans as Bloodhound, who can scan a very wide radius, or as technical as Crypto, where you have to be strategic with how you use your drone. Seer sits somewhere in between these two while being better than both of them. Pros and Predator level players have found a way to use him effectively in a team composition and have been doing well with him. Is that you have to adapt a different playing style than what you are used to with Crypto or Bloodhound. You can't be as hyper aggressive as how you were with Bloodhound, or as passive as how you are with Crypto. You have to find a perfect middle ground and remember your strengths in your kit and how to make openings with your kit and collect information. I personally find Seer as one of the legends I find hardest to play. I play Horizon, Wraith, and Valk. Can I play Seer as good as HisWattson right here? No, cause I have not found the middle ground that they have found when it comes to Seer. I am a hyper aggressive player who struggles with using passive legends, so I think that's the reason why more low elo players and casuals don't play Seer.